Okay, really bizarre. I had a lot of... Sorry guys, I was having all kinds of problems with YouTube's streaming service for some reason. And then eventually I figured out they changed my streaming key for some reason. Don't know why, but it broke my stream, so it appears as if we are back streaming again, hopefully. So anyway, so what I did do, and I want to show you guys real quick. I'm going to log out. I did set up some add-ons, and I'll show you some of the ones I set up and why I set them up or tried to set them up. Some of them still are out of date, so we'll have to try to... I still haven't been able to get a damage bar add-on that works, which is not a big deal, but it's nice to have if you do groups, but I'm not going to do a lot of groups in the classic beta server because there's starting a lot of people here, so it's not really that big a deal. But if we look at the add-ons I do have installed, I've got classic cast bars, which I have not... It says... I haven't set this up yet inside the game, but it looks like it's installed, and it looks like it's not, you know, out of date, so that's good. So we'll do /cast bars in the game and see if we can set that up. I've got nameplate, class colors. This is just basically when I target other players in the game, they should show their class colors on their nameplate, which is nice. Omni CC for the countdowns, the countdown numbers on top of skills to show how many seconds before they're available again. It's just really useful when you have stuff that have like long cooldowns, like 2, 3, 4, 5 minute cooldowns. I like that. And then vendor price. This is great. This shows you the price of items in your bag. When you're playing classic World of Warcraft or vanilla World of Warcraft, your bags fill up so fast when you first play on the server because you have only one character and you have no money. So you can't afford to buy nice bags. So you're constantly running out of room. And when you go to sell stuff to a vendor, it's nice to be able to see what the gray items are worth, so you know which ones you can sell and which ones aren't worth that much. So if you're like trying to delete items in your bag because it's a long way back to the nearest place to sell stuff, you want to know which items in your bag are worth the most, so you're not throwing stuff away that's actually worth something. So that's actually really useful. And then just these are the unit frames which we're going to use. It doesn't have any raid ones, which is fine. And then Druid mana is just, that's for when you have a Druid and your shape shifted into like a bear or a kitty, it'll still show your mana, which is something that should have been in the game originally and isn't. So that's kind of funny. And then, of course, you have Questy, which seems to be working so far. And that's it for what the add-ons I have right now. And I tried to get OCB to work, which is a casting bar add-on. It's out of date, so we're going to try this classic cast bars. The other one that I tried to get was just the damage, this damage meters, but it says it's out of date. It says still to impress that chick in your raid. That's funny. But it doesn't seem to work. And so we're just not going to use it. It's out of date. I tried to run it even though it was out of date. It's still, here, let's do this. Let's not. We're not going to mess with it. It's out of date. I don't like to run ads that are out of date, so. Let's get back into the world. It looks like the stream is up and it seems to be working. So let me, hopefully everything is working good now. I don't know why YouTube service decided to change my stream key. That's very strange. All right. Now we're back in the world, and the one thing I wanted to check real quick is now we don't. It's hard to find mobs in this zone that actually cast spells, because I've actually tried to set up a casting bar add-on before in this zone, and it's just hard to find some that actually cast that actually are casting spells so you can do it. So, but there is some over by the. I'll show you guys where here in a second. All right. Now here we'll show you that one add-on, which is nice. So now when I hover over items, see it shows me how much it sells for. So that's an add-on I installed. By default in Classic and Vanilla, you don't know what these items sell for. So let's say I wanted to throw this Coyote meat away. It's 10 copper. Or maybe I want to just sell this. It's 75 copper, here, 1 silver for these healing potions. The Gorsuch Stout is 81 for 3. 6 of these Okra is only 36. So these aren't worth as much as these 3 Gore-Tusks now. So trust me, it adds up over the long haul. If you're literally just throwing items away because you're trying to clear room in your inventory. So let's go ahead and look at our quests and see what other ones we need. We need some bandanas, some wool, no paws. So even here we can see what these things are worth, Anyways, it's just a nice little add-on. I like that one. And I did record a video offline since the stream wasn't working. Yeah, I don't know if I'll upload that one. I probably won't because guys didn't really miss much. I didn't level or anything. I just kind of was messing around with add-ons and doing a few other things. So I probably won't bother uploading that video. Yeah, so I have my pet on passive pretty much at all times. It's nice to be able to keybind, you know, to set it up. And that's something else I still need to figure out in Classic is just getting my pet skills into macros because they don't. Oh no, I did figure it out, didn't I? Let's see, aggressive. I want to try something really quick. Let's go to the macros, and we've got set pet aggressive. Let's just do slash aggressive. I want to see if this works. Nope, does not. But we had, oh, cast aggressive. Oh my god, maybe it's cast aggressive? We'll find out. Cast aggressive. Nope. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was able to cast growl because it's a spell, but aggressive is just a stance. So I'm not really sure how to set that one on in a macro, but we'll figure it out eventually. I just haven't spent a lot of time trying to figure it out. Okay, so here's the cast bar. So we're going to go nameplate. We're going to go target cast bar, enable cast bar, and what we want to do is we want to do the toggle testing. So we're going to turn that, although I don't see it. Do you guys see it? Cast bar. Show the target frame casting for resting. You can drag the cast bar to move this. No need to target someone. Okay, well, I don't see it. Huh, that kind of annoys me that it's not. When I hit test, it should have showed the cast bar on the screen somewhere. I need to go over to this farm dead ahead so we can test out this cast bar, but it looks like it may not work. Or maybe it's just not, there's something I'm missing or it's not on screen. Shows the target frame casting for test, and you can drag the cast. I think it. Maybe I just have to have someone targeted. We're just trying to get over here to an actual caster. Here's one. Now we're gonna say cast bar. Why does it not show up? I'm kind of pissed off here right now, guys. I'm like, detect pushbacks, show the target frame cast bar. Let's kill this guy real quick. As you can see, I don't see any, there's no cast bar here. Alright, well I'm just going to have to run because I'm going to die here. So this cast bar doesn't seem to be working at all, which just kind of pisses me off. That's one of the few things I like. I mean, I like to have... You know, this chick's pissing me off. Ah. Holy crap, these guys hit hard. I'm almost dead. Almost dead. Hopefully I can outrun this person. They're still coming. If they cast, I could die. Hopefully I'll get out of range or I'm dead. I think I'm dead. Nope. They reset. Cool. Oh, interesting. The screen, the red around the screen is not something I like really, so we need to turn that off. That's something that obviously wasn't in Vanilla World of Warcraft. Do not flash. That's fine, but we don't want to show the red. Show again, show reactive, show... Where does the red come from? This is not something you ever had to worry about in original Vanilla World of Warcraft because there was no red. Show detailed tooltips, show mini-map, show loading screen tips. No. Hide objective tractor, show mini-map clock. Sure. Show detailed tooltips. Sure. This fucking thing's this makes me mad. Let's just make it massive. You need to target someone to first see the cast bar. You need to target someone first to see the cast bar. Okay, well, let's... I mean, it can be really annoying. Like, add-ons are great, but sometimes it's just annoying when they don't work. Or when you're using one like this one I've never used before. You need to target someone first to see. Well, I have someone targeted. Maybe I just need to target someone who can who can cast a spell. Here. I have someone target. Show the target frame cast bar. I don't know. Show cast info. Show spell rank. All right. Maybe it shows up on them. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this isn't what I want at all. Here, hold on a second. Why is my pet not getting threat? Is what I want to know. So we definitely saw the cast bar, but we didn't really see. And what we need to see is I want to see if I can move it around. I think it said you could. Cast bar. It's a really weird way to set that up. Show the target from cast bar. You can drag the cast bar to move it. This will disable auto positioning. Okay, well, let's do this again. Let's find another one of these casters and let's try to move the cast bar. It's not moving. So much for dragging the cast bar. I told my pet to attack and he wouldn't attack. You see that? He's like, nope, not gonna do it. Why does it have a little loot icon here? That's strange. That was very bizarre. All these pillagers are with other people. Here's a pillager. Let's kill this guy really quick. Shit. How do I move it? And that cast bar is pretty much worthless to me. I mean, really. It's like totally in the wrong spot. Her. Oh, hey, thanks, Sash. I appreciate that. I'm having a frustrating session here where I'm trying to get some of the add-ons that I haven't installed yet. I finally started installing some of the add-ons because now I can see the add-on button actually when I come into the game, which up until today, I think up until yesterday, I couldn't. And this casting bar add-on so far, I don't like it. I can't move the bar around, so the OCB seems to be out of date. But I might try the OCB again, which is the one I usually use when I'm playing vanilla. You know, quartz is nice for retail, or... Damn it, damn it, damn it. And this is a little different with the Z Pro. It's got the happiness meter on my pet on his little on the nameplate bar. You see a slight where he's kind of unhappy. It's a little yellow. Which is kind of interesting. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to log out once again, and we're going to try to flip casting bars to OCB. It says it's out of date, but I'm going to give it a go and try to load out of date add-ons and see if I can get that one to work, because that one's really a nice one. If we can't get it to work, we just won't use the casting bar add-on right now, and I'll spend more time outside of this, so you guys don't have to watch me get all frustrated futzing around with add-ons. But we're going to go to add-ons. We're going to say load out-of-date add-ons. We're going to get rid of this cast bars because it sucks. And we're going to put OCB, but it requires probably ACE. Oh. Let's just see. Let's take a look. Oh, you're on a paladin? We got to see. We got a little warning right here. So right away, we're not going to use OCB because it's already tossing errors. Yeah, I'm going to play a paladin, but I'm also going to play a hunter, and I'm also going to play a priest. So I'll probably be leveling all three and just rotating on rest time. Like I'll play one for 10 levels, then go to the next one. Play that one for 10 levels, go to the next one. Play that one for 10 levels, and I'll come back to the paladin, and then by then she'll be on full rest time, and I'll lever her like maybe 3 levels. Then go to the next one, 3 levels, next one, 3 levels, and just keep rotating like that. Okay, we're going to get rid of this OCB. So I'm pissed off that I can't get this cast bar one to work quite right. Ah, well. Ah, well. What can you do? It just, you know, I'm so used to... I like to have, you know, when I'm playing on the vanilla private servers, you know, I have everything the way I like it. You know, I have all my add-ons that I like that I to use. They're all set up and they work perfectly. And because you know, those clients don't change much. And then you have retail and they're constantly changing. But I stopped playing retail a long time ago. Oh shit, we need to attack real quick while we still have our speed buff. Still got 4 seconds on it. Getting the speed buff. Oh, Christ. There's another one casting there I didn't even see. Get out of range. By the time this person runs over and starts casting, we'll have some more health. take these mobs out, and then I'll... Come on. Oh, my goodness. Man, those casters hit hard. Good luck trying to do this area here. If you were like a level 14 paladin, protection paladin, you would be in serious trouble. Yeah, boars are really good. Their boars are good. I mean, they have the charge, they have the stun. I like wolves. I mean, it's a simple reason. First, I mean, I like the way they look, and also wolves are actually a really good all-around pet. And your wolf will get a dash later on, so he's not super fast in the beginning. So if you want to go with the boar up front, you can get that early charge, you can get the closing speed. It's fine. It's nice. But I just like wolves. I mean, this wolf has bite rank 2 when you tame her, so she does pretty good damage. She's got Furious Howl, but I have it disabled right now because Furious Howl is a real good buff for when you're in like a group environment because it buffs your melee DPS so that their first hit does more damage. So it doesn't really buff me that much. Not unless I let her do Furious Howl and I run up and hit the mob with my dagger or a sword or something. So I disable the Furious Howl because I don't want her dumping focus into that. But I just like wolves, and I think they're good all around because they have good damage and they have pretty good armor. So they're really like a really good balanced pet. But if you're going for more damage, you would want to go with a kitty, and if you're going for like leveling speed, you could go with a boar or even a carrion, like a buzzard, because of their debuff they put on mobs. They do like an AoE debuff. Their shriek that can cause the other mobs to do less damage. It's kind of like doing a warrior's, you know, not the battle shout, but the one that actually reduces damage. Oh my god, I got 3 mobs on me. Run for your life! Might as well take this one out. Yeah, Wolf's just a good all-around pet. You know, pretty good armor, pretty good health, does pretty good damage, and the skills they have are bite, dash, and I think cower. I'm not sure what is the other one. What is the other trainable? But they're just a pretty good pet. I just like the way they look. Again, when I play World of Warcraft, I don't play for I'm not a min-maxer. I don't play for like the best build, the best pet. I play the way I like to play. But having said that, I'm a very good player and I understand all the concepts. I just don't always choose to use them. I don't always choose to use what everybody else. If someone tells me how to play my character, I'll be like, whatever. You know, I'm not going to tell anybody else how to play their character. I'll give people tips and tricks on what I think are good, you know, things that can help out. But I'm never going to tell you what to do. I just like the wolves. Raptors are cool too. Hopper's gonna die again. Man, these guys hit. Oh, maybe Hopper hung out there pretty long, man. He almost made it. He almost made it. Poor Hopper. Oh, you never played vanilla? You've never played vanilla WoW? Oh wow, dude, are you the one who told me that before? Because you're in for a treat, man. Vanilla WoW is so much fun. You know? You have to be patient. That's my one tip I always give to people who've never played vanilla. Just be patient. You know? Just try to learn the game and have fun. Enjoy the leveling experience. Don't try to rush and be like one of these crazy people that try to get a max level as fast as they can. And why is this thing... See, this Defias mask is flashing red. Look at this. Bing. Wear my mask. Yeah, my pet's still not happy, so let's give him some more food. Yeah, just enjoy the game. I mean, play around with the builds, you know, see what build you like. You know, the cool thing about Vanilla WoW, Vanilla Classic WoW, whatever you want to call it, I call it Vanilla, call it Classic, is that each class has a lot of different builds you can play with. You know, there's a lot of variety. Like with the Hunter, I was looking at Cargos. Cargos does a lot of interesting guides, and you know, to me, they're really in depth and in detail, and they cover a lot of really good stuff. But sometimes I think for a new player who's not used to playing in Classic, there might be too much information. But the cool thing is, like, just for the Hunter class, I think he showed about 6 different builds. For Paladin, I think he showed, well, it wasn't Paladin. What was the other class I was looking at? I know he shows a lot of different builds. The Warlock, for the Warlock, I think he showed about 4 or 5 different builds. You know, there's a lot of different builds you can use. And just because, so what I'm trying to say is, if someone tells you, oh, you have to do this, you don't have to do anything. Find out, you know, what you like, and just, you know, play what you like. I've had people tell me that I could never be a protection paladin and tank instances, and you know, I've had no problem taking instances with a protection paladin, so, or that I shouldn't tank him with a protection paladin. I should do something else. I don't know. We still need, what do we need? We just need the bandanas. We still need 5 more bandanas. Yeah, I'm gonna stream. I think I definitely stream. You'll see me leveling my 3 different characters: my priest, my hunter, and my protection paladin. And I'll show you how I like to kind of make myself self-sufficient, meaning that they'll all help each other. Like I'll have you know, like my paladin will be an engineer and a miner, and my hunter will be, you know, like leatherworker, skinner, and my priest will be tailor, enchanting, and they'll all try to kind of feed off each other from a profession point of view. Did you see I set my wolf there and I immediately brought him back because the other guy pathed out? So I didn't want to get in combat with 3 mobs. It's not a good idea. Let's run in and slap this guy around a little bit. Just for fun. Just for fun. Okay, now we're pretty good health. Let's take out the caster. The caster is the dangerous one. They hit so hard. Now I'm gonna hamstring this guy, and then I'm gonna kite him while I shoot the caster. Except I didn't plan on getting this guy, so I'm gonna hamstring him as well. I'll bring my pet back because the caster should be dead. Oh, she's not dead yet. Where is she? She's over here. Now she's dead. Bring my pet back. Yeah, I'm going to take this guy out. But yeah, the build on the Hunter is I'm going 5 of 5, improve Esper the Hawk. Now, then we're going to go into... what are we going to go next? That's a good question. We're probably going to go into... probably going to go straight into Thick Hide, I would imagine. I'll take a look at Cargos. There was one build he was using that I think was pretty similar to the one I was using last time I leveled up a Hunter on a vanilla server. And I mained a Hunter and a Priest in original World of Warcraft in 2004. Yeah, I always do BM when I level up the Hunter, so that's just the best build for leveling. But the build I'm going for is more of, it's kind of a tanky build for your pet. I actually, honestly, I mean, everybody says you have to go with this, the improved aspect, and this is good for damage, but like if you are literally just, if you really want to go in and be really lazy and just like freaking like face roll the content like when you're leveling and you don't want to have to do a whole lot, maybe read a book while you're leveling, you really could go into endurance training and increase your pet's health a lot and literally just let your pet do most of the work. And then you're going to be shooting arrows and stuff, but you're just going to be sitting back and your pet's going to hold threat and you're just going to be sitting back and shooting a few arrows here and there, and then drink some Coca-Cola, read a, I do this all the time, man. I'll put up a movie on my other monitor screen, and I'll just grind mobs for like 8 hours straight. I won't even do quests. I'll just find a good spot where I can kill mobs and I'll just kill and kill and kill, and you'll make good money, especially if you do skinning and leatherworking. You can just just skin everything. This is a looter and this is a looter. Okay, but I kind of like making my pet. I mean, I realize that going with that build, that's a perfect example of playing the way you want to play. Like, most people are going to tell you not to take endurance training. But It'll make your pet into one hell of a tank, man. Give him a lot more health. I mean, it's... What is it? It's 3%. I mean, he's getting to get 15% increase in health. That's a pretty substantial amount of increase. Man, I wasn't watching. My pet's dead. Are you kidding me? Man, see, right now my pet's kind of weak. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like, when you're playing the prop paladin the way I level, and I just have a shield and a sword, I mean, you're auto-attacking, like, constantly, you know? Not enough mana! But with doing the aspect of the hawk, I mean, it's like, you get, right? So what happens is, well, aspect of the hawk is you have a chance to increase your range attack speed by 30%. I mean, it's like, honestly, yeah, you're doing more damage, but it's only like, I don't know. It's good. It's definitely going to make you level faster, but is it more fun? I honestly like having my pet have more health. But, you know, personally, I like endurance training when I level, but if you're leveling for speed, that is definitely not what you want. I mean, you know, aspect of the hawk is going to be better. And you're going to do more damage in group situations, and you're going to do more damage in, you know, kind of raids if you're going BM, of course. But if you want to make your pet one hell of a big tanky monster, then endurance training's the way to go. Why is this guy? These guys love me. Alright, and my pet took a lot of damage. Cool, yeah. Yeah, dude, a lot of people like I don't know why, I don't know what it is with people in Paladins, but people really like the Paladin videos. Like, people watch my Paladins content more than they do anything else, you know? So that's kind of funny. But yeah, the aspect of the hog, it's going to be a nice DPS increase when you're leveling, but it's, you know. I know for a fact that this is not what I talent spec my hunter on the private vanilla servers that I played in the past, you know, I've been playing for the past 2.5 years almost on private vanilla servers, and I'm pretty sure I never really spec'd into improve aspect. I went right into, you know, endurance training. Because, I mean, that extra damage is great, but once your pet's dead, you're kind of fucked. I mean, really. Because I like to, I'll have, like, sometimes I'll be killing 3 mobs at once. And if my pet dies, I mean, it's tough, you know. Of course I can kite and stuff, but my pet's, and once I get more talent points into your pet, you know, into his damaging talents, he's going to be doing way more damage than you. So his uptime is critical. All right, we're done with this quest, so let's get out of here. We still need the null pawls, but our inventory is pretty effed up. I need bigger bags. I want to respec endurance just to piss off everybody. Woohoo! Level 15. I wasn't even looking at my level. I didn't realize I was that close to leveling. Yeah, I think I will. I'm gonna go respec out of aspect and just go endurance train. And then everybody's gonna be like, "Why the hell is he going endurance training? He's not gonna do as much damage. He's not gonna level as fast." And my response will be, because it's more fun. That's the thing they do with my protection paladin. I equip a shield and a sword as soon as I can get them. I was level 8 on my paladin on this beta client. Here, let me what are we gonna do here? But I was like, you know, like level 8, I found a shield that I could use, I think it was. And so like I'm like at level 8 with a shield and a sword auto attacking mobs. And it was slow. I mean, I was killing mobs pretty slow, but I just find it more enjoyable to watch the paladin have the chance to block, and with the short sword you're going to swing a lot faster. I just think it's really boring leveling a retribution because you have this big massive two-handed weapon, but you swing so slow, and then you freaking miss. You know, you miss, and you're like, God damn it! I got to wait another 3 seconds before I even get a chance to hit again. On Dragon Ball Z. Let's clear out our inventory. Yeah, I got some inventory room. What is this? What is this? Red linen bag. Ah, here we go. Now we're gonna get. Ooh, this cloak's gonna be better for me for sure. So let's put that on. Let's feed my pet some of this crappy ass food. And let's vendor some junk.
You need something?
Okay. Oh, pet loyalty. Oh man, I need to train my pet. He is faithful right now, so he's got quite a few talent points. Let's take a look at training. Okay, we got natural armor rank 2, so we'll definitely give him that. We need to hit the pet trainer too in Stormwind, but let's not worry about that just yet. Don't need that. Let's go ahead. We've been using quite a few bandages, so let's make some more. Yeah, duo level is a great way to. I think duo level is one of the funnest ways to level. I really been hoping to find somebody that wants to get on the realm that I get on and level up. You know, because it's just really fun. It's hard to keep. It's hard to get like more than 2 people that can be consistently together. You know, people have different schedules and stuff. But if you can get like one of your best friend or something of yours just to, you know, play when you play, it just makes it so much more fun.
Light bless you.
Okay, do I have any other quests that I've completed? Wants me to stalk. Oh, so I need to start doing the quest where I run all over the place. Go to Lakeshire, go to Stormwind, go to Sentinel Hill, go to Lakeshire. So we're gonna set our hearth back to here, I think. And we also need to take a look at Vanilla WoW Hunter. Let's take a look, guys. Well, no, I need to look. The next rank of bite I'm gonna get, because right now I'm on bite rank 2, will be off level 20 spiders. So I still got a ways to go. You know?
Thank you.
Still got a ways to go for that. I don't know why I ran back here. Oh, I wanted to set this as my
Need help?
As my home. Let's take a look at the map here. We've got Knoll Paws. Oh yes, let's do the Knoll Paws and Trappers. Those won't be too difficult. Really having an issue with all this food. Well, some of these things we don't need anymore, like the gore tusks we don't need, the boar ribs. Let me see what I can make, what I can cook. Roasted boar meat. Do we have? Oh, we don't have any clams. I think the clams are in my mailbox. That's fine. Yeah, let's get rid of some of this stuff.
You need something?
We don't need this. We don't need this. What is this? Oh yeah, that's the summoning.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you should definitely level cooking as you level. I think. I mean, that's. I would highly recommend doing that. Cooking is just so. I like having all the extra food is nice for buffs. I like to get as many buffs as I can. In fact, I always hit the auction house and buy up a lot of low-level scrolls. You know, anything that can help keep you up longer, make you do more damage, make you harder to kill, just over the length of leveling all the way to 60 is gonna shorten the overall time. Let's take a look. So right now we're at 10 hours and we're level 15, so we're not really leveling that fast, but we're not doing too bad. It's not too bad. For Pally tanking holy. What do you mean tanking holy? You wouldn't tank holy. You mean what talent's in the holy tree? That's a great question, and people I know people who go intellect, and I personally go strength because I go for more of a reflective, like survivability type of build. Which means I go strength because I want more stamina and strength so that because when I block the shield, every time you block with your shield, the more strength you have, the more damage you block. So the less damage you're taking. So I usually like to go for strength because I like to AoE a lot. So I'm fighting like 5, 6, 7 mobs at once. So I'm blocking a lot. And so if I'm blocking a lot, I want to be blocking as much damage as I can, and to block as much damage as you can, you're going to go high strength. The problem with that is you will have problems with mana. You will get really low on mana and stuff, and there's people who like to go with high intellect because then you have a chance to get more critical hits on your spells, like your consecration and judgments will have a better chance to crit. So that's fine for PvP. Well, not that you're really going to PvP on a protection bounty, but that's fine because you're going to do more threat when you're tanking. So maybe like you're tanking, single target tanking, you're going to generate a lot more threat if you go more intellect. So you'd go with the intellect build. But I haven't tried that build yet. And I haven't really had problems with threat when I'm tanking. Usually the only times I'll have problem is just people who are attacking before they give me a few seconds to get threat. I go up and start hitting somebody and, the hunter starts dropping bombs right off the bat, then, it's hard to hold threat that way. I don't have a taunt, so... I mean, I just don't see the aspect of the Hawk proccing a lot, and I see my pet getting low on health a lot, so I'm probably going to respec and go endurance training. Yeah, sure. Yeah, if you look on my channel and just do a search for talents, do a search for talents on videos on my channel, you'll probably find some videos where I go over talents on my protection paladin. But here, I can show you right now. Just give me a second. Here, I'll real quick run over what I have, but only at the talents I have, right now, because I'm only like level 21, I think, on my paladin. So you're gonna go into holy, and you're gonna go like for me, I go divine strength just because I like to AOE level. I like to kill a lot of mobs. I like to block a lot, so I go for percent block on my shields. I want to get shields that are plus 2% block or however much percent block I can get, and then I get all talent points into strength, divine strength 5 of 5. Then I go right into improved seal righteousness 5 of 5, and then I grab consecration because obviously that's one of your best AOE threat generating abilities and damage. The only difference here is if you would want to go intellect, and again, you would go intellect because you're trying to get a bigger mana pool, and you would want to have your spells have a greater chance to crit. Now, if you're going to go intellect, you need to get gear that has intellect. You can't stack like strength, stamina, gear, and then put 5 points into divine intellect because it's only going to give you 10% increased, intellect from your intellect pool. And if you've only got, and if you're not stacking intellect, it's just a waste. So if you do pick 5 of 5 on divine intellect, you need to get what you're going to go for gear would be probably intellect stamina, I would guess. You're not going to have a lot of strength then, so you'd be going intellect stamina. And then the next talent cert you would go after that is 5 of 5 on redoubt. And then after that, let's see, this requires. After that, you want to go 3 of 3 on precision. Because you want to make sure you get your hit rate up. Those 3 points in precision are going to help you to not miss as much. And, when you're leveling on a protection pal and you're basically auto-attacking, Yeah, I do use wisdom a lot. I use wisdom probably 80 or 90%. I'd say 90% of the time, I'm going to have blessing of wisdom up. So I'm going to have wisdom up here, blessing of wisdom, and I'm going to have retribution aura up. So when I'm leveling, I'm pretty much always in retribution aura and blessing of wisdom. Now a lot of that's because I'm using, I'm going for a strength build, but you're still probably going to be using wisdom most of the time. And then you want to go 5 of 5 redoubt, grab 3 of 3 precision, and then you're going to go right down into shield specialization. Now this requires 10, so you get 3 of 3 here, right? And then at that point, you're going to be what? What level are you going to be? You're going to be, let's see, what am I, 21, 25, 28. So you're going to be level 31. So at level 31, you might be wanting to get, you might want to be tanking like Noma or something. So you might want to go into an improved Righteous Fury. Because most likely, most people, if you're playing Protection Paladin, you're going to want to start tanking. I usually don't tank much on my Protection Paladin until I get to around level 40, 43 when I start doing ZF. But Nomer does have a decent shield. So, you could go ahead and get the 3 out of 3 of Righteous Fury, which is pretty good. And then, at that point, you could go into Benediction. You definitely want to go 5 of 5 on Benediction because you're going to be swapping your seals and stuff a lot when you're tanking, when you're AoEing and doing stuff. So you're going to want to go 5 of 5 Benediction. Now, whether you want to do that, I would probably do it after. It just depends on what you're doing. If you're like leveling, if at level 35 or 31 or whatever level I just said, if you're doing a lot of like just killing mobs, like tanking mobs for leveling or just doing quests, you may not really need Benediction. And you could just be going into shield specialization, which is really nice, obviously. But remember, you're not going to be blocking a lot in Classic because you can't sit to get crits, although someone says, I think Esfandel, whatever his name is, says you can. I don't know, I haven't really tested it out too much. But if you're killing a lot of mobs at once, you're going to be blocking. That's why getting block percent is so important. You need to be able to block so that you're getting the benefit of shield specialization. So that's why I always go for the plus percent on my shields. I don't care about strength. I don't care about intellect. I'm going straight percentage, plus percent block. And then when you enchant your shield, you're going to enchant your shield for more block. And then you want to make sure you get shield spikes. Get an iron shield spike on your shield as soon as you can so that when you're blocking, you're doing damage. So I would probably go shield specialization. And then after that, I would go and do 5 of 5 on Benediction. And then I'd probably come back, and eventually I go in and get 5 of 5 on Anticipation. Now, some people don't like, go Toughness, though. No, I'm sorry, you want to go Toughness, too. But you're not going to have a lot of armor until you get a little bit later in level. So, until you start wearing plate armor. So Toughness isn't really that important right away, just because you're not going to have super high armor. I like Human, but that's just me. Human have the better weapon. They have the racials for just improved skill with maces and swords. And dwarves have stone form, which is kind of nice, I guess. But you know, it's more of a personal choice. I think they're both good. But I would go redoubt, precision, shield specialization, and then I would go 5 of 5 on benediction. Then I would come back and probably hit 3 of 3 on righteous fury. Then I would go 5 of 5 on toughness. Then I would start doing anticipation. Some people don't like anticipation. I like it. I like getting the defense cap and getting a pretty high defense. And then jumping back over here, and I usually end up with like a couple points in deflection. You know, and then of course, but you want to rush down and get your blessing of sanctuary as fast as you can. So, but I still think it's worth getting the benediction if you're doing a lot of tanking instances, and if you're doing a lot of cacking, a lot of mobs, a lot of AOE. But if you're not doing AOE, you're not doing any instances, and all you're doing is leveling by quests, then you probably could just stick to the prot tree and skip the improved righteous fury here, and just go straight and just shoot all the way down to holy shield as fast as you can. You know, because you're doing more then, you're just doing more single target type stuff. You know, just doing quests, but it just kind of depends on how you're playing it. Oh, macros? Well, since this is a new macro system, it's not the vanilla, you know, it's not like the vanilla private servers. It's not the original client that the game was on, so the macros are different. But you definitely want to have your attack macro. And it's not as nice as the one I have on vanilla private servers, but just a simple macro. This one, start attack. You know, I just put targets nearest enemy, start attack. So that you want that. Now that macro may. Oh man, I'm not sure how that's going to work. I may have to get rid of this. The target nearest enemy is nice, but when you're fighting like 5 mobs in a dungeon and you're tanking, you want to be able to hit the tab key to cycle through your enemies and hit a button to start attacking instead of having to right click. It's a lot easier to just tab and then hit like for me it's mouse button 3. So like when I'm in an instance, I probably wouldn't do this. I probably would get rid of the target next enemy, and I probably would just have start attack here. And that's just like when I'm tab targeting and cycling through mobs. I want to just be able to hit the thumb button to start attacking that mob. And then the other macros, you know, these are just simple ones. You know, target me, cast Blessing of Might, and then target last target. You know, same thing. Target me, cast Blessing of Freedom, and target last target. You know, so like when if I'm killing a mob and I want to get Hand of Freedom, let's say I'm killing this soldier here, I can cast Hand of Freedom on myself. But you see, I still have the soldier targeted, so I don't have to worry about trying to retarget. You know, here's set camera distance. I haven't set up my spells yet. Right now, I'm just, you know, casting spell on me, and then it targets my last target. But I like to set it up so that, like here, I'm doing, you know, casting spell on me, and then target last target. And if I do Shift F3, it's just casting on whoever I have targeted. So, you know. But normally, what I'll do is I'll set up a macro on one macro that, if I hold down the Shift key, it casts the healing spell on who I have targeted. If I don't hold down the Shift key, it just casts it on me, but it doesn't make me lose whoever I have targeted. And I'll set up all my healing spells and all my bops and all my like buffs, and everything will be set up like that pretty much. So you know, you don't really need a ton of macros. I've just got a few here. Most of them are just, you know, pretty simple stuff. You don't really have complicated macros on a paladin. On your hunter, you'll have a lot more macros as far as like, you know, pet follows, you know, trank shot, distract shot, you know, switching your pet's growl, you know, switching his mode to aggressive, non-aggressive, you know, taunting, turning taunt off. There's all kinds of stuff like that. Oh, you don't use shift? I use shift and control. Like if, you know, here, like if you look at this, like to res my pet, it's control F. To tame a mob, control E. Here, I'll show you how some of my macros are, my key bindings anyway. Like if I wanna do shadow mode, it's control C. That's control C. Like, you know, like if I want to hamstring someone, it's the mouse button 5. Yeah, but I'm not liking that my pet is taking a lot of damage right now. Now you can combat that by just going for a turtle if you want to make your pet really tanky, but you don't want to put points into the pets, like into endurance training. You could just grab a turtle. They're pretty tanky. See there, I got the improved quick shots. But I mean, really, how many more quick shots? Like, so I got quick shots off there, right? And the goal there is, I can see where quick shots in a dungeon is going to give you a lot more damage. But when you're leveling, how often are you killing like multiple mobs at once on a hunter? Sometimes. It'll come in really handy if I'm like grinding mobs and I'm not doing quests, you know, and I'm just like if I'm killing like raptors and there's a bunch, you know, kind of together, which there are in several places in the world, and I'm just going from raptor to raptor to raptor, just killing nonstop. Then having the Aspect of the Hawk would be pretty good because I can see where I would be proccing that additional speed, and it would be very useful because I can carry that over into each next successive target. But you can see right now, it doesn't proc very often, and I've already got 5 out of 5 on the goddamn thing. So to me, I'm not a huge fan of it just yet. It was a healing dagger, nice. Yeah, just Google it. I mean, for whatever class you want to play, just Google. If you want to play Paladin, and you just Google Paladin macros in Classic WoW, and probably find a lot of stuff out there. Alright, so I just need 3 trappers. I still haven't turned in a handful of oats. How's that possible? Oh, that's way up north. Alright, let's head this way. We don't need no stinking UI. And that quest is done. Yeah, I'm gonna go respec. I'm gonna make my pet more of a tank. Also, I've hit level. I don't know if I have any talent. I'm trying to remember if I trained at 14. I think I did. So I don't think I need to hit the trainer until I hit 16. Need to buy a bigger quiver for my arrows though, because I am burning through these arrows pretty quickly. Inventory is full, of course. It's always full. When is my inventory not full? See, I'm just throwing stuff away. So how much is this braces worth? Bracers are usually not going to sell for much, so usually pretty safe to dump those. These gloves are worth almost twice as much as those bracers were. Need to get the pocket watch over here. We're going to grab that. And then see what time is it. I don't think my girlfriend will be home from ballet for a little while yet. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get the gnolls over here. It takes a while to get the gnolls, all the gnoll poles though. They don't drop like super fast, unfortunately. There's also a rare mob over here. See this little fenced in graveyard? Sometimes a gray elite will spawn here with two undead ghouls. There'll be like 3 ghouls there. They're a bitch to kill too with 3 of them. See, this is a coyote pack leader. That's what Hopper is. Hopper's a coyote pack leader. We'll grab the coyote meat just so we can cook it up. Give us a 4 stamina, 4 spirit buff. That was a pretty big hit, 83 damage. Now pulling all these guys can be a little tricky. Watch out so I don't aggro some more wolves here. So we finally got the speed going here. Speedy arrows! I mean, it's a nice buff. 30% increase in range speed is pretty sweet. But it just doesn't really trigger that often. Oh, shit. Didn't see that knoll on the side of the hill. I love the rain, though, even though this rain doesn't look as good as vanilla rain. For some reason. It's not as misty and foggy. Usually in vanilla you can get quite a bit more of a really heavy rain. So. Westfall is beautiful. I love Westfall. It's one of my favorite zones. It's got a nice, like, very scenic look to it. You know, if I zoom in, I mean, just look at how nice it looks. It's pretty picturesque. Okay, the pocket watch is straight to the east of me, but there should be some knolls over here, so let's try to get these knolls done. See, it takes a while. I've only gotten 3 paws. I still need 5 more. I don't know what this bag is on the bar there. That's one of my add-ons is doing that, but I don't know which one. Damn, you dropped some paws already. Woohoo! My pet's level 15. He's not my best friend yet. Oh, there's a paw. So you just have to ask for the paws to drop, and then they will. Let's go ahead and buff my pet up a little bit. Stamina. Why not? Oh shit. I better buff my pet up a lot, right? One of the downsides to having its two-handed staff is it's slower, and you want to have a quicker weapon so you can more easily hamstring people if you get in kind of trouble. And you want to kite a lot of mobs. It's a little bit easier to keep that hamstring up with like a fast dagger. So, shit, we have multiple gnolls coming at us here. Oh man, I was hoping they wouldn't reset. Oh well. Alright, what do we got? This is only worth 45 copper. We're going to get rid of that. 2 stamina. One thing that would have been really cool is if they would have enabled you to actually get gear for your pets. How cool would that be? You know? Like maybe, like in Lineage 2, like if you had a dragon pet, you could give him bigger like metal claws to fit over his claws. I do have this dagger that I could equip. I don't think I can dual wield yet. Let me take a look at my character. I'm not sure. Oh, girlfriend's calling. Hold on a second, guys. Hey, what's up? Where you at? You gonna get me some dinner? What did you do? Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, very nice. Nice. Yes, it does. I'm hungry. Oh, that sounds fine. Yeah. Are you on your way home? Okay. Alright, I'm just streaming some stuff on YouTube. Everybody's here in our conversation. I said everybody gets to hear my conversation with my girlfriend about groceries while I'm playing World of Warcraft. Well, I hope you didn't get not Diet Coke though. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, baby. Yeah, you know. Yeah, that's fine. No, I don't like this. Oh crap! I gotta plug the fridge back in. The fridge. All right. Well, I'm gonna. Yeah. All right. Well, let me get off the phone so I can do it. Amber, let me get off the phone. All right. All right. Bye. Sorry about that. My girlfriend loves to call me on her way home from ballet and just talk my ear off, and she knows I'm usually streaming. It's so hard to get off the phone. I will be right back because I was defrosting the fridge. Be right back. The rain doesn't look that bad, I guess. I was trying to get these damn noble paws. I still need 2. Just 2. That's not too bad. What's my inventory like? It's probably full. But it's a lot easier, like what I'm doing here, you know, having my pet tank up 2 mobs, you know. It's a lot easier if he's got more health. I can also tank, you know, tank them up too. It's not, I mean, sorry, kite them. It's very easy to kite. You just have to be careful of your surroundings. These mobs are a lot lower level, so it's not a problem. But we really want to make our pet a lot more of a beast, a tanking monster. Alright, we just need one more paw. Look at this. This guy will give it to us. If not, we'll go ahead and kill that one. You always want to have a keybind set up for your auto attack for your weapon. Shoot, which mine is over here on the right. It's Shift E. So if I'm ever out of mana and I try to attack, and my person doesn't, my character does not want to shoot an arrow because it says out of mana, then I have to, of course, use Shift E to tell her to just freaking auto shoot, man. Just they're being really stingy with this last Knoll Paw. Let's see. Let's get rid of this ice cold milk. And the rest of this stuff we kind of can hold on to for now. Oh, they're really being stingy. Give me the Knoll Paw. Oh. I guess it is Friday, isn't it? Man, I've been working so much lately that I don't even know what day it is. So tomorrow's Saturday. I don't know. I know I have to work one day this week. There's the paw. But just check some web servers and stuff have to be validated after they update some of the software. But I should be playing quite a bit this weekend. So we got that quest done. That one's done. That one's done. And now we're going to grab this other one. So I'll have a good, what, 4 quests to turn in? Was it 5? 1, 2, 3. Be 4 quests we could turn in. Mr. Benny Blanco. Not Benny Blanco. Oh, see, I clipped my auto shot there. Yeah, we did need that extra healing potion. These healing potions give me 100 to 400 to 180 health. I've only got 347. Crap, as soon as I did that, mob appears. Of course, right? Yeah, I would say the original client is better. The original World of Warcraft vanilla client, I think, I mean, this is not as, probably not as buggy, but the original one just has a little bit more of a, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Maybe it's because I'm so used to it, you know. I guess it's about the same. It's running really nicely today. Client's running really good. Feels smooth. The graphics are definitely smoother. You know, the models here are smoother. You know, this is a completely different engine. So. Use my kangaroo punch. This one? Boom. The one I just hit him with, 69 damage. Kangaroo punch. I'm not sure if by kangaroo you mean the raptor strike. I use this one, the wing clip, all the time. You know, when I'm kiting and stuff. Inventory full. What a surprise. How much money do we have? We have 89 silver. It might. We really need to get more money. But yeah, I'm just gonna turn these quests in, and I gotta log off and stop the stream and get some dinner with my girlfriend, and maybe I'll pick it up again later tonight. Hey, Anubis. Cat just rolled up. How's it going, Anubis? Good old Hopper. He's my buddy. My best friend. He's not my best friend yet, though. Oh, wow. There's actually another player here. I see dead mobs. There's a whopping... Oh, whoa. There's 5 people in the zone. Oh, now I have no inventory to even accept the rewards here, probably. Oh, I hate getting rid of the... What are we going to get rid of here? 90 silver. What's this? We'll get rid of this.
Hello. How are you?
I can't even accept these rewards.
See you later.
Good day to you.
Alright, well, he's going to give me a bunch of milk. Is this a 4-slot bag? Worth a whopping 62 copper, 45 copper. And what else can we get rid of? Oh, we don't need the tailoring pattern because we're not going to learn tailoring.
See you later.
I'll turn that in, and then boom. We're going to Hearth Sentinel, turn those quests in. And then we can log off. We can stop the stream there. It's been going for, what, an hour and 17 minutes? Would have been long. Well, I actually played earlier for like 30 minutes because the YouTube stream decided to change my ID for some reason. Alright, let's sell this, sell this. Actually, give me that. Let me buy that back.
Farewell.
So we are at 95 silver. Let's go ahead and get our butt to Stormwind. Oh, we still have some quests up here. Yeah, I still got the quests up here to turn. I forgot about. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Level 15. We're gonna, after we turn these quests in, we'll be fairly close to level 16.
Need help? Be careful. What can I do for you? Be careful.
We've got a 22 armor belt. What was that? That one was like mail or something? Yeah. Alright, now we're exactly at almost 1.1 gold. Gold, baby.
What can I do for you? Have a good...
Alright guys, I'm going to fly to Stormwind. I'm going to stop the stream here. I hope you guys have a good Friday night, and I probably will be streaming later tonight and trying to get my my hunter closer to level 20, or maybe get my ring up around level 18. I am high enough level now that I could go back to Aberdeen Darkshore and just fly through a bunch of those quests, which I may do because they're really easy at this level. And there's some green items too, quest rewards and stuff that are pretty decent. I don't know of any bows though. I'll have to think about that. But yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll probably jump over to Aberdeen Darkshore and do some of those quests. And I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you have a good one. Peace.